What's good, lovebirds? In today's quick video, I just want to share with you a couple of fun, sweet things that you can start doing for each other today that will make a huge impact on your relationship forever. Little things that I noticed that Jeremy and I do when we hang out on the weekends is we don't call each other, at least I don't think that he does anyway. We don't call each other by our names. And I know this seems really silly and probably like not that big a deal, but what I want you to do is if you are a pet namer and you call them by their pet name, I want you to start calling them by their real name. It'll throw them off and it's really fun. Just kind of something to do to spice up things. And I know it sounds silly, but give it a shot. Because if you're I constantly call Jeremy Babe or Boo Thing or like little things like that. And he has names for me that I'm not allowed to talk about because he doesn't want people to know about it. He calls me Sweet Cheeks. So anyway, what I like to do is to switch things up. So if I'm calling him pet names all day, then I'll start calling him Jeremy. And if I'm calling him Jeremy all day, then I'll start calling him pet names. I know, you're like, why? How could this make a difference? Switching up these little things keep your relationship alive. They keep it up here. And I know it sounds crazy. And I'm not an expert whatsoever. I have no degrees, no doctrines, no nothing like that. I've been in a relationship half my life, basically, and we are in a very happy, healthy, steady, whatever you want to call it, relationship, so much so that I thought I could give some people advice about it, and hopefully if you take it and it works, great, and if it doesn't, I mean, did you do anything bad by trying to improve your relationship? I don't think so. So, it sounds silly, I know, but if you have pet names, call them by their real name. If you have real names, call them by their pet name. I know it sounds dumb, but just that little bit of switching things up will make a huge difference. Like, I know it sounds really stupid, but if you're constantly like doing that, for example, when Jeremy calls me Ashley, which is very rare, and I don't know why, because I don't know if he's just constantly calling me a pet name or if he just calls me hey, but when he says my name, there is something that happens physically in my body that I flutter, that I get happy, that I get excited. So like what I'm saying is, if you're that kind of person who just calls your partner by their name, try calling them a pet name. They're gonna look at you funny, they're gonna be caught off guard a little bit, but it's gonna be a conversation starter. It's going to be something that's fun and happy that you guys can actually talk about. And if you want to even just mention the fact that you saw, some crazy girl ramble on for 3 minutes about how this little bitty trick might work, it's gonna get the conversations flowing. It's gonna get a good, happy, positive conversation going. And for those of you who just really need to switch things up, it's going to switch things up. I know it sounds silly, but like I said, when Jeremy comes out of nowhere and he's like, hey, Ashley, blah, 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 it catches me and it makes my heart flutter. And I just want to bring that to you guys. I want you to feel that same type of feeling that I'm feeling whenever, something out of the ordinary happens. And it's the little things that matter and that count. So I know it sounds silly and you probably won't do it. But if you do, and you have a funny story or a positive result with it, just let me know. Leave some comments, right? I don't know. And let me know what happened. And if your husband or your wife or whatever looked at you like you were stupid, well, then, maybe you ought to relook at your relationship altogether, because I think that relationships should be fun. Relationships should be happy. Relationships should be respectful and great and happy and all that other good jazz. So switch it up. Tell me what happens, and hope everybody has a great day.